Hey, welcome to this episode Inside the Brick Box Lego Oh, no, wrong show. ACA, AFOL Current Affairs show. Tonight on the stream, we're going to talk about mocking and the issues of AFOL mocking, the ins and the outs of designing, planning, the headaches of sourcing parts, you name it. We'll talk about tonight. So, um, shout out if you have any topics or anything, what you want me to cover tonight to do with mocking. If you don't know what mocking is, my own creation, or in the case of my terms, your own creations. So let's start off. If you can't hear me or anything, please post out. I've got no one to hear me at tonight, so no, I'm not going to push the red button tonight, Douglas. I've got a different screen set up, so I can't press the wrong button. Where to start? Planning. That's probably the first stage of mocking. Mocking is oh, it's a pain in the butt. You got to think of a design, an idea, uh, look up creations, find ideas and stuff like that. I go through a lot of planning phases, and the number one planning phase I go through every time is actually getting the ideas. Um, it's a will, it's a way. Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna bring out a web page. Mocking is basically an art form. You got it or you don't have it. You can learn it. It takes time. You have to have patience and a knack for building. 90% of the time, just reading Lego instruction manuals online does help. You build up your building techniques, um, and you get to a point that you can create um, a cool mock, a display, or something to show your friends that you have the skills. Um, just in the middle, setting up. One of my first sources of finding Lego mocks. So let's share the screen. And no, I'm not. I am not pressing the red button tonight, Douglas. So tonight we're going to share that one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, like that. Make it a little bit bigger. So, first stage of planning. This is where I go. I go over to Pinterest, um, simple searches. I'm just doing Lego mocks as a simple search. You can find building techniques, ideas how to do things, ideas to create something. 90% of the time, you're not gonna replicate someone else's mock. That is the creation of making your own creation, as the saying goes. This is basically where I start. Like, if I'm going to build something, I start here. I go, let's say I want to look up farm mock, because this is actually what I've got coming up in the future. So I bring up some ideas of how people have done different farm mocks. And I look at their creations and work out what I can do, what I can budget for, because that's another thing you go create is a way to find out if you can afford to build a decent sized MOC. Sometimes your creations can be simple as a 16 by 16 plate and go really, really big and out of control and be like my mother's display was on 4 trestle tables. What each trestle table is an average of 76 centimeters by 1.84 meters long. Um, Big creations like that do take a lot of planning and structure. As you can see, I can see stuff giving me ideas straight away. Like you got machinery, actual farms, cool creations. For some reason, I keep getting rail in farm. Trestle bridges. Ooh, that actually looks good. Now that's some sort of creation I would love to do. Doing trestles. Now this going into Pinterest is your first point of call. It's one way of actually finding what you're looking for and then going direct to the website where that idea is and actually looking at it. um, Also, as the saying goes, you can look at scale. Like you can go from small, you can go to big, you can go to oversized. Um, this is basically planning says let's quickly click on a mock. That one goes to Brothers Brick. There we go. This one goes through the Flickr. So we open it up, we click on the picture, it takes us to the website where that object is. This is someone's Flickr account, and we can have a closer look at how they build it and get ideas of how to create it. Also, you do have the options to go to their photo stream and actually see. Oh, now that caught me out. It's a missile silo in disguise. So I found something that looks cool, but ended up being not what I wanted. I like the windmill in the background. That looks quite awesome. Oh, is it? Oh no, isn't? I thought it was made with sword blades. I don't know what that's made with. I don't know. Um, but yeah, no. Going through your creations, find what you're looking for. That's the first stage of construction. Design, find out different building techniques, other places to go. If you're trying to get like a building technique, um, just going to the right website. Going over to lego.com, head down to the bottom of the page. This is one place I love to go, is actually going to building instructions. This was another tip. If you're trying to work out how you're building techniques or stuff like that, you can go through and like, let's see. Oh, went too far. Let's see. Creator expert. Sometimes I go in here. I just go through and I look at different instruction things like let's go with the pet shop. So open that up. And now we're going to open up a PDF file. So download that PDF. That'll take a sec to download. But just downloading a simple PDF of a well-known construction model, if you need to know some cool building techniques, this is another way of looking. Lego does give you access of creating your own creations and that. And you can go through and look at how a Lego designer does something. Like, let's go up to about here. Like learning how to make bay windows, um, stairwells. Ooh, that's interesting, Bill. I'll borrow that idea. Going in depth and finding a building technique you can utilize in your own MOCs does help. Modular designs are actually quite simple to replicate into your own designs, your own ideas. I do it a lot. If you see me at the shows, you've seen my country display. That is actually my own creation. What I've used a lot of Lego building techniques over time. A lot of them come from actually the detective office set is one of the ones where I find a ton of interesting construction builds and different ways of really making your MOCs to stand out. So that is the second part of finding everything, is going through looking at other building techniques outside of Flickr and that. Now, coming into the designing phase, you can go two ways. You could go free build, you could go design, pre-design. There's products out there where you can actually design products. You've got Stud.io, what is through Bricklink. That one's a more universal setup. That's something I'm quite new to, but I hear Darkside uses it. Not sure about who else uses it, but it's one way to create models. Your other choice is the old one, but Lego actually doesn't support this anymore. So you won't get much of the modern Lego parts unless someone makes an update for it. Oh, excuse me. This one works on all two major operating systems, Mac and PC. LDD is probably the easiest ones to actually use if you're good with GUI interfaces and graphics interfaces and that. So let's just go over to a well-known one I know of. I just got to change over. Hello. Back. Okay, this is LDD. This is one of the design programs I use. I more use it as proof of concept. It's hard to try and work how to construct something without all the Lego products in hand. Sadly, LDD doesn't have a lot of the brick elements currently available out there. Stud.io is getting there. It's a few bricks here and there still to be introduced, but as they design them, they put them in. So, but you can transfer your LDD designs over. As simple as, let's say, yeah, this is one thing I hate about LDD is trying to find something. So simple things like staying with a base plate or a plate in this case, being able to move it, create a product or design. You can then export it to Stud.io, where you can actually create want lists and that. I'll show that towards the end how to do a want list of a Lego model. They do help if you're trying to find certain parts on Bricklink and you don't want to do the effort of actually doing a search by hand. 90% of the time I do search by hand if I have to. But yeah, no, that is one of the ways of designing. Your other choice, as I was showing you before, is Stud.io. This one's a little bit new to me. A little bit more feebly than Lego, but the same principle. Um, yeah, I don't know how to. There we go. It is similar, but it's not 100% the same. So, and as you can see over the far side, it's creating a list of all the steps. You can also render your images for uploading to Lego. You can go make everything. And that's usually the best way to go if you want to render up your image so you can share it on different websites and all that as well, and show your creation for. One person I know who is really good at LDD and Stud.io is actually Bailey. You would know him as Derpy Dragon on YouTube. He is the master of these programs. So he there we go. He knows how to do things a lot better. Designing designing is one way of getting through. So the other way, I'll stop that, is actually just grabbing the bricks. Just as in the case, I've got parts and containers. I've got boxes full of Lego actually on the floor at the moment. I've been currently sorting out my Lego collection. Just simple things like this, This is an Aldi esky bag full Lego parts. You can see. Just going through and digging through your parts bins and that is one way of actually creating something as simple and creative, and that's what we call free build. Free build is a little bit more tedious because you don't know what you're going to create. You got to work with what you got. LDD and Stud.io, you can use any brick online. Also, you can create one less, as I'll say. Makes life so much easier. Also, you got to think in the way of scale and size. Stud.io, I hear, has sort of a limit, same as LDD in size. So you got to really get down and create stuff like that. Also, another program I haven't really shared. This one is not designing, but this can actually help with layouts. It's a program I've used for years and years and years. Well, at least since 2011. Where are we? Share screen. This is called Blue Brick. Blue Brick is above layout type planning, MOCs and stuff like that. So it can give you simple layouts. You can use roadway. You can also use train track. Gives you table sizes. As you can see, it's got IKEA ones. It's got this simple 2x2s, 3x6, so it's actually quite close to what we use. A lot of the show touring displays are actually 3x7s. In the case of my display, I think mine's actually 3x8. It's a lot bigger. It's a good way to plan out how you're going to lay out your display onto your tables, and it does help to a point. You do have layers. You can create layers down the bottom here. You can add design layer, a brick layer, table layer, text layer, and ruler layer, so you can see what sizes of them. That's one way to outline how your displays are going to come together. Simple, easy way. It's not fully detailed like LDD, and that was your 3D programs. This is your overhead 2D display, and this is what you mainly use if you're going to do something like train layouts and plan out your city layout or town layout in the case of my display. That is one way to get through and design a product what can actually bring you through to finishing your MOC. So that's the design phase. So let's move on to actually sourcing parts. Now, I've talked about Bricklink before in a previous video. Bricklink is a source of Lego parts, basically an online marketplace, similar to eBay, but a lot better and a lot safer. You can create products to actually sell on it. You can also create want lists, and that's one way of finding products. So if you design something in LDD or even Stud.io, you can actually upload it to Bricklink, convert your LDD first into a Stud.io file, and then you get a parts list. Now, you can look and search for products by store, search by items, you can create want lists, and ways like that. Just let me stop that screen because I'm going to quickly log in. I'm going to share my login details. Okay, I'm logged in now, so I can share the screen again, guys. So now we're going to create a want list. Up the top here when you log in, share, there we go. Up the top here near cart, there is want list. Now, you can upload a want list, you can part out a set, what you want parts from, you can search, you can buy. Want list, click on it, and it comes up. As you can see, I've got a few want lists here I've had for a while. Some of them I haven't even finished, like some of them actually don't have items in them. I've got a few there what I was in the production of building something. So as you can see, I've got one list. Let's go into farm. What was it I was going to build? I think it was a tractor originally. Yeah, it was too. It was a tractor. So I've gone through, I've created a want list of all the parts I need for building a MOC. And as you can see, I've got my want list here with products. You can actually say how many of them you have in. It's called I'm on a different computer, Douglas. A want list, you can actually post you got that product or you're gonna buy it. You can even set notifications if you're desperate for a part as soon as someone uploads it. Also, you can set your maximum price. Like you can say, I don't want to spend more than, oh, say, 0.20 cents on a product. I want new. So I think you go down the bottom. Oops. Oh, it's the top. Oh, if I go, don't know how to do that. Is this save? Oh, there, save. So now I've saved it. Oh, I want this product. Maximum price I'll pay is 20 cents. I can easily go click and say, I want to have a look at one. I could set notifications for it to come up. Like say black, sale. So we've got them coming up now. If you're looking for local product, you have to click on more options. Click on Australia and hit search, and that'll bring up all your Australian options. And as you can see, there's a lot of them under the price I want. So I can go through, search, go, oh, I want to buy from you, buy for you. Other ways you can look to, let me open up one of the frequent stores. Okay, this one I'll do. So open up, we let that log in, and then just gotta remember how this does. It's changed it around. I think it's just gonna move stuff around because I can't see. Where are we? Where are we? I thought it was over the side here. Oh, there he is. There he is. At the top here, you got a link where you can click want list, and it brings up everything what is in my current want list. Well, let's say I'm gonna look at take off a few of these. Okay, so I'm. Oops. Okay. Now I'm looking at all the parts for my farm MOC. So now I can go through and go, okay, she's got, or he's got, or it's got all these parts currently in stock. So I can go through and go, okay, I want this, want that. That's one way. I think that a button you can press and actually automatically right? Oh, how do we do it? How do we do it? Oops. Okay, there we go. There we go. So to add on everything in it, you just go up the top here and go into autofill. Click on minimum, so they'll then select everything you want from their Bricklink store. So as you can see, and then what I can do then, I'll just quickly do this for fun. Click add items to cart. Automatically it's now come up and it shows my shopping cart's got a whole bunch of items in. I can go and look at my shopping cart. So now as you can see, I've hit a problem here. I've got minimum lots. Doesn't tell me what the minimum lot is. Okay, so it wants me to spend a little bit more per lot. So you go through up. Looking through and going, okay, what I need to up. Bring up my minimum lot amount. See if that'll fix them. Oh, it went down, not up. Okay. Some Bricklink sites are stupid. They do that. I'm just gonna empty cart, get rid of that. But yeah, no, simple as that. Bring out what you want. That's one way of going through it. Simple, easy, find parts, order them. They'll be in the mail within 24 hours to 48 hours to sometimes a week, depending on how busy the Bricklink store owner is. That is one way of doing it. The other way is I don't want to say this, eBay. eBay is a lot more expensive place to go, but if you're desperate, yeah, it's a good place to go. The other options are parting out. Now, parting out is fun. Yeah, just simple Lego sets. Finding parts. You can basically use Bricklink as your base to find which sets have the parts you're after. In the case of me, I'm heavily into City. I can go in and go, okay, what do I need? I need more bears. It's a set with bears. Let's see. I think that was the one that had bears. Oh no, mountain lions. Okay, nope, that's not the set for me. Damn it. One of these sets have got bears. well, actually, that's a good way of actually getting filler stock and stuff to fill out your display. Maybe doing a camping MOC or outdoor MOC. You can do that the same with the beach if the beach ones are still available. They did have it. Park. You can get bus stops. You can part out the sets like you could go with a bigger modular and break it down. In the case of Douglas Brick, he broke up in Jericho City, I heard. Simple things, even creator sets. Not creator sets, junior sets are good for parts as well. Yeah, looks stupid, but there's some cool items you can get in them. It's one way of getting parts in a hurry. If you know what you're looking for, money to no object, you can't wait for a Bricklink order, go buy a set. They're very easy to source, especially going places like Kmart here in Australia. Costco is well known for really cheap Lego sets here in Australia. Also, you could go online and order stuff through Amazon Australia. You can order off Shop at Home. Shop at Home here in Australia, it's improved. They finally actually released shipping dates. Queensland is between 1 to 4 days now. Compared to months ago, it was ridiculous to get something shipped from Lego itself in Denmark. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, no, you're just getting simple Lego kit. You can get good amount of parts straight up. Really, yes, modulars. Yeah. Oh, serious. Where we go? Yeah, Create Expert. One of your friends. One of the best sets currently. I like this set. This is one of the sets I've broken up. I've broken up one for Mum and one for myself for building MOCs. Heaps of parts through it. Oh, excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. A good way to start off. Gives you basic parts in good quantities, surprisingly. Got good resellable prices too. Easy to mock out and create your own products. Other things are what have good parts, like the brick bank. It's very unique. As you can see, the part count. Nearly 2,300 parts, or nearly 2,400 parts. Gives you a good amount of tiles, different building structural parts. This one actually would be good if you want to do a laundromat. Yeah, you can part out very easily. Other items, I've heard people part out Millennium Falcons for constructions, Death Stars. Yeah, even Ghostbusters House, Ninjago City, Minecraft. There's a lot of sets out there what are parted for their parts because they've got good parts in them. And actually, yeah, it should be. I'm looking down the list. Yeah, I think that, and then detective office. It goes in that order. Ooh, that's going to be a fun part out job. A lot of cool parts in Ninjago City. The big set, nearly 5,000 pieces, so that's actually quite good. How many minifigures are in that set? 16 minifigures. That's a sizable amount of figures to part out. Yeah. I currently looking at a lot of Harry Potter sets parting out at the moment. They're actually quite good if you're chasing tans, greys. Very hard to come by. Just in my sorting, you can. No, you can't see this at the moment, but I'll just turn the camera on. No, I'm not going to press that red button. Oh, whoops. In my sorting here, as you can see which colors are the rarest. Surprisingly, color is very hard to come by. That is probably my rarest at the moment, but I probably could get a whole ton of those just to have them with the brick wall. Tan, all my trans colors are rare. Even orange is rare. This is rare. But rare colors, you got. That's another thing. When you're building, you got to spot the rareness of the color. Yeah, it's nice to pick and choose the color that will work for you, but a lot of people don't understand that parts are not always available. Another source of parts. This is one I actually skipped right over. Yes, Lego. You can go pick a brick on their website. I'll just bring that up in a sec. Okay, I'm not on screen share just yet. Pick a brick, simple place to find parts. A little bit more expensive. I'm not sure. Ooh. I can see parts I want straight away. I actually am facing on some of these. Other places to look as well. Let's go Lego.com. Down the bottom, guys, if you don't know about this, go to replacement part. Buy bricks. Click on that. Put in a fake age. And then you can go through by part number. So let's have a look at this part number. So we're going to chase go by design ID. So on this is 15 cents. See the price difference. So we go element design number, put that down, go like that, and it brings up your design. But it's more expensive this way. So yeah, no, bricks and pieces, yeah, it might be cheap, it might be expensive. You are limited on about 200 parts per type, but it's a good way to actually pick up that unique item. I've done it once. I might do it again in the coming months. I actually am looking at these parts because I want them for my train station to really look a lot nicer. But yeah, no, you can find your parts that way. Pick a Brick, it seems like they're cheaper, so I could probably order through them. I'm not sure what the amount is on Pick a Brick. Let's see. Stop. Ooh, okay, you got a lot better selection of parts. Wow. Okay, I'm continuing. Okay, there we go. Don't like that many. Okay. Wow. So you do have a better selection of parts there. Actually, if I put it in my that's yellow. You are limited to 200 parts through this way. So I've got double the amount in my thing. I go pick. Now that's in my shopping cart, wherever that is. Oh, there we go. And I've got double the amount of product for a little bit less. So you got to watch the prices on Pick a Brick, and bricks and pieces. One will be cheaper than the other because they do sort of different places. So I only can get up to 200 of them at 17 cents each, or for 15 cents each, I can get 400 or more for $60. So yeah, but also you got a longer lead in time and all that. Things like this you got to remember when it comes up to Christmas. End of next month is when it shuts down from somewhere early December until February next year. They do not take bricks and pieces orders over Christmas period, and yeah, no, you're gonna be out of a waiting list trying to get that product. And yeah, no. So parting a set, quick way to get parts if you don't mind waiting. You got bricks and pieces, Pick a Brick. A little bit quicker times, you look at Bricklink, and if you're desperate, eBay. eBay is the most expensive place to find parts. Well, yeah, that was a lot to cover tonight. Went through the topics a little bit too fast. Little creations. Stop screen sharing. Yes, I didn't press the red button, Douglas. So yeah, designing, building, constructing. It's those are the actually designing, sourcing, building. Those are the three things you got to think of when you're creating a MOC. Even planning. Sorry, planning. So that's ACA for tonight. Thank you for everyone coming along. Douglas, Johnny G. Thank you guys for dropping in. If you're watching this in reruns after, please put some suggestions down, other topics you would want me to cover. Come down to the Lego world. There is heaps out there. Next week, yes, I am at Tweed Heads on the Gold Coast. Well, not technically the Gold Coast, it's over the border, but I still call it the Gold Coast because it's only on the border. We're down at Seagulls League Club for the weekend there. Just heads up, Inside the Brickbox Lego Community News will be on this Sunday. Yes, you heard it. I will be doing it this Sunday because Wednesday I'll be traveling, so I won't be able to do a stream that evening because I'll be at my parents' place. But keep you guys out. No too fake. I'm going to do a live stream on Friday lunchtime, maybe a little bit later, might be 1 or 2 in the afternoon. We'll see how everything goes. I'm going to try and get up and around. I'm going to look at other things. I'm changing up and doing some pre-filmed and edit videos. I will be looking at building techniques and stuff like that at the show. I'll give you inside depth of actual setup and teardown. I'll try and do a time lapse of teardown so you can see how long it takes us to get out. Let's see if I remember to do it. Other than that, guys, don't forget ABC Friday night. I'll be on. Hopefully, I'll be all rested up by then. Don't forget. Damn it! Inside the Brick Box Lego Community News Sunday night. Might do a bit earlier. I don't know yet. It might be. I'll see how it goes. It might be 7:30. Or 7 on Sunday night. Also, don't forget, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe thing and ding that bell icon to get notifications of when the next Inside the Brickbox video will be up. Until Friday, I'll see you there on ABC Stream. My early stream on Sunday. Don't forget streams next Friday. Until then, stay safe, play well, and keep on building. And thank you for all coming along. Bye for now.